What's up? What's up? What's going on, YouTube? Y'all know who it is, man. It's your boy Blu-ray Fitness, the king of strength. Come get that Blu-ray effect. All right, so listen. We had a weekend. We had a weekend, right? Had some boxing going on this weekend. Had a pay-per-view. Did y'all watch it? Did y'all watch it? Did y'all watch it this weekend? Well, if you didn't watch it, you should have. Now, my assessment on Charles Morton versus King Kong Ortiz, right? It was a good fight. It was a good fight. Do y'all think it was pay-per-view worthy? Question. What's going on, Devin? Do y'all think that fight was pay-per-view worthy? King Kong versus Charles Morton. What y'all think? What y'all think about the... No, sir. My boy came out the block said, no, sir. No. It wasn't worth putting on pay-per-view. Don't. No, but it was decent. Hey, listen, I agree. It was... So we seen him get put on an airplane. Say, listen, let's be real. Charles... Now listen, now y'all talking about it weren't worth paying for, but you paid for it. You paid for it. Hey man, you paid for it anyway. And you watched it. Okay, you had to get your money's worth. Now listen, I don't think it was a boring fight. I don't think it was a boring fight. The crowd, it wasn't too many butts in the seats. Nah, it looked kind of empty. It did look kind of empty. It looked kind of empty. But listen, Charles Morton had a decent jab. What y'all... Now, when I say he had a decent jab, I mean that the jab was connecting. And in my opinion, with his arm length, I think he should have kept, he should have fought like Devin Haney or Earl Spence Jr. and kept that jab on him and beat Ortiz with the jab. The jab actually knocked Ortiz down. It actually knocked him down. And he should have stayed with the jab. But I don't think that even though the jab was successful for him, he didn't have no pop with it though. No, he had some pop on the jab, but I'm saying, with his jab, he didn't have that 1-2. And I just think that, the crazy thing, Charles Morton follows me on Instagram. And that Negro ain't never tried to hook up with a call. He ain't never called me, man. What's wrong with these fighters? Charles Morton follows me on Instagram, and he ain't never said, you know what, Blu-ray? I'm trying to come back. Brother, I'm trying to get back in shape. And I want to get in the best shape of my life. And I know you, out of all people, can get me in the best shape of my life. Oh, I can. Listen, man. Because the boy jab was working. He should have kept that jab on King Kong the whole night. Then he slipped up, let King Kong get one punch. He got one punch in. And what's up with these boxers not keeping their hands up? What is wrong with these fighters not keeping their hands up? When Charles Morton was throwing his jab, if you watch, he would throw the jab and he kept drop. Bro, them is basic fundamentals. Basic fundamentals. Basic fundamentals. Throw the jab, boom. Look at me, boom. That's it. Boom, boom. Here, you protect yourself. He kept, what you dropping a hand for, brother? Yep, backing up in a straight line with his hands down. Come on, my brother. Shout out to all the boxing enthusiasts that watched that seen the mistakes that my brother was making. Now listen, I'm not talking down on him. I'm critiquing him. Okay? Understand, I'm critiquing him. And he could have won with the jab. Stayed on the outside, use his angles, and just jab Ortiz to death and not let him get up on him. That's all Charles Martin had to do. So Charles Martin, if you see this video, I know it's easier said than done. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted, my brother. Don't get it twisted. But I'm just saying, he looked a little slow, even though his jab was tough in the beginning. But he wasn't quick with it. He just kept, that's how I seen it. Like that. I think Charles Martin needs to work his fast twitch muscles. Even though I understand he's a heavyweight, but see, that's the thing about it. See, these heavyweights don't train. Like, I would train a heavyweight just like when I worked with Earl, the times I've worked with him, I would train a heavyweight just like I trained him. He need to work on his fast twitch muscles. He need to work on his fast twitch muscles so he can be, you know what I mean, more quick. But Charles Martin, a little bit more conditioning, focus on your strength. I understand you can't train the chin, but the fact is that Martin survived the fight long enough to where he could have just stayed on the outside where Luis Ortiz couldn't get to his chin. Now you're gonna get touched. But when he got hit on the chin, y'all done see him with his hands down? So I'm the only person that noticed that he had his hands down. He was content, comfortable, and had his hands down. So you mean to tell me that I'm the only person that seen his hands down when he got hit and Luis Ortiz went in for the kill? Exactly. He thought Ortiz was done and took his foot off the gas. They technically went to stamina. So exactly. That's why I am a stickler for strength and conditioning. I don't care if you're a heavyweight. A heavyweight needs to train like a lightweight. And if they can't, I blame their trainer. Whoever is training them needs to be able to get them in the proper conditioning to be able to move lightly. He said, Blu-ray respectfully, hold on, what did he say? He said, hold on. He said, respectfully, these fighters see the session you had with Black Fight Fan and they don't think they're willing to take their body there. I agree with you. Like Earl Spence, my brother, I love him to death, but he's admitted he don't admit it. Like some days he don't feel like messing with me, and I get it because we do a lot of volume. We do a lot of volume, man. When me and Earl Spence is working together, we do a lot of volume, like next level stuff, right? So you know, like I say, I'm 40 years old. I'll be 41 in May, right? And I think I look pretty decent. Let me see, hold on, let me see a little tricep popping through the joint. Somebody look fit. Hold on, let me look abs. Oh, boy got a six pack through the shirt, man. Quit playing with him, man. Quit playing with him. That boy I'm about to be 41 looking like this, man. Stop playing with me, man. Hey, but seriously though, Charles Martin need to use his angles, stick to the jab, get in better conditioning. That's all I really see. That's the most of things that I see. 503, hit me up on 503. Hit me up. How important is nutrition? Nutrition is important, and the reason nutrition is very, very important is because your food is your fuel. Okay? Your food is your fuel. That's what a lot of people don't understand. Food, macronutrients are energy. Your food is your energy. It's your energy. Conor Loco, hold on. Let me make my boy Conor Loco admin, man. I forgot, man. Conor Loco, what's up? Your food is your energy. Let me show y'all something real quick. Let me show y'all fellas something real quick. Let me go in my kitchen real quick. Let me take this off the thing. Let me show y'all something, fellas. Let me show y'all something real quick. Let me go in my kitchen real quick. All right, so, hold on. I forgot I was cooking, man. Boy, I'm glad I came here, boy. I forgot I was cooking. All right, real quick. So, let me show y'all something. This is my kitchen. Can I turn it around? All right, boom. All right, so, y'all know that's an apple. So, y'all see this right here? This is fresh parsley. This is grown out my garden. Y'all see that? That right there? That's fresh spinach out my garden. I have a garden in the back of my house. See that? This is I didn't buy. This is not from a store. This is strictly out my garden. This is food out the garden. I got more. This is cilantro, fresh cilantro. Conor Loco, what you know about that, boy? Conor Loco, what you know about that fresh parsley, my boy? I mean cilantro. So I have a garden in the back of the house. So let me show y'all this fresh. That's broccoli, fresh out the garden. It look different, don't it? Now I ain't gonna lie, y'all. This spinach don't look like this spinach in here is fresh. It's fresh, but I've been letting it sit in here a couple days, so that's why it look like that. But see, I see this one's still good right here. Let me see this one right here. It's still good. It's still good, fresh, man, fresh. Y'all talking about? Fresh, baby. Y'all know nothing about that. Perfecto. Ah, perfecto. All right, fresh out the garden. So, your food is your fuel. And that's what a lot of these people don't understand is that a lot of times when you get food out of the store, it's not grown right. You don't know who's growing it. And it might not have the proper nutrients that your body needs. Let me put this back on the stand. It might not have the proper nutrients that your body needs. So, what about organic food? But listen, okay, organic food. Is organic food really organic, though? That's my question. You will not really know if it's organic unless you actually grow your own food. You won't know if it's actually organic unless you grow your own food. And the only thing you can do is possibly, I would think if we were smart, the best thing to do is to go to your nearest farmer's market. I would trust my nearest farmer's market or small mom and pop place over people like Sprouts and Whole Foods, because a lot of times when you get commercialized, the first thing they do is dumb down the food because it's all about a what? It's all about a profit. When people care about money over people, that's why it's best to grow your own food so you know what you're getting. And if any of y'all here in Dallas, Texas, y'all need help, I got a buddy that set up my garden. And I'll show y'all the garden probably tomorrow. Man, it's cold here right now. Maybe when it warm up, I don't know. I'll figure it out. But I'll show y'all the garden another day. Now, let's move and talk about Frank Martin, right? So y'all talk about Frank Martin. Frank Martin. I think Frank Martin is going to be a world champion. That's my personal opinion. I think Frank Martin is going to be a world champion. I think, he's leveling up in competition. He's going to that next level. You know how you take somebody's career. I seen some people saying that he needs to fight for a world title. In my opinion, I would say he need about 4 or 5 more fights. Just keep going up, the right way. And I would say the next 4 or 5 fights. I wouldn't say right now. I would say, have I trained Frank Martin before? He actually contacted me before this fight and asked me to train him, but he never got back with me. So, of course I'll train him, but he never got back with me. He said he was going to work with me, but I never heard back from him. So, that's just what that is. But I think he's going to be a world champion. I like him. But I think he needs about 4 or 5 more fights. Step up the competition each time. And then, we're going to see. But right now, we already know who's the king of the 135 division. And that's, in my opinion, Devin Haney, not Kambosos. So, Devin Haney is a beast. Devin Haney is a problem. And from my understanding, I won't be working with Devin Haney until he gets to 140. So, I'm not going to sit up here and give. I like Frank Martin. Like I said, I've met him personally. He was supposed to train with me for this fight. He contacted me, but I didn't get to work with him. So I'm rocking with Frank Martin, and I'm rocking with Devin Haney. So, if they meet at 35, may the best man win. But I know at 40, Bill Haney said he bringing me in. So I don't know how that's gonna work, And I don't even know if Frank Martin gonna contact me. I don't know. Right now, I'm just doing my thing, training the world. My focus is to train the world now. You know what I'm saying? If I train other professional boxers, cool. But it's more everyday people that would like my expertise. So my focus right now is training the entire world. Matter of fact, I got a Patreon coming. I have a website coming. I'm about to have so many different avenues of my expertise and my knowledge where y'all can purchase my products. And because one thing about my expertise and what I teach you, you can also teach it to your children's children. Like my techniques, you can give it to your grandkids, and they still gonna get the same effect. Y'all say Lomachenko? Y'all think Lomachenko, Frank Martin can beat Lomachenko? Did somebody say that? I think Frank Martin, his pace, if Frank Martin fights Lomachenko, he would have to pick his pace up. He would have to fight at a faster pace to fight Lomachenko, in my opinion. So that's not saying he can't beat him. I'm just saying that if he fights Lomachenko, he needs to fight at a higher pace, a higher punch output. Because Frank Martin, I seen him, he reset a lot. Like he fighting, boom, 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 he'll get off and then he'll reset. And I don't think that's good for Lomachenko. So even though we haven't seen him face anyone that looks like Lomachenko, I just feel like he needs to pick it up. Haney and Tank, I don't know right now. I'm not sure right now. And I'm going to be honest with you. The way Devin Haney can control a fight, him fighting Frank Martin, I don't know, because Devin can keep you on the outside real tough. Like, if Devin Haney want to box you and keep you on the outside and beat you with a jab, there's nothing you can do about it. You said if Tank catch him with that jab, yeah. Listen, I would be lying if I said that Tank couldn't have a puncher's chance. I don't know. Because we can speculate on if Tank catches Haney, really knock him out. We can speculate all day until we actually see it. So that's one thing about me. I think a lot of people like my commentary and they come to this page because I don't do assumptions. We will actually have to see if it actually happens. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. I know some inside. I've heard some inside stories about them. So I'm not even I can't expose that, because what happens in the gym stays in the gym. And I know firsthand. So I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. I can't talk about that. Straight up, but shout out to Ortiz who won the fight. Shout out to Frank Martin. Put on a great display. And I'm going to talk about my last topic, right? I'm talking about my last topic, right? Is Jake Paul, hold on, that's what training camps are for, to prepare for your opponent. That's why we have to wait to see the fights. Exactly. Now let's talk about this Jake Paul. Is Jake Paul carrying the sport of boxing? And in my opinion, would I ever train Wilder? Yes, and they're actually trying to get me to train him now. People around him are trying to get me hooked up with him. So we haven't worked on that. Jake Paul, for anybody thinking or saying that Jake Paul is carrying the sport of boxing, that is blasphemy. That is blasphemy. And let me tell you why. You got a lot of boxers out here that are not getting opportunities that they deserve. They're still out here grinding. They're still out here making a sacrifice. Everybody in the sport of boxing is carrying boxing, not one person. Now, the only thing that Jake Paul is doing is following Floyd Mayweather blueprint, and he's showing boxers that if you get a social media following, if you become more personable, like a lot of these boxers don't like to interview with people. If I was a professional fighter and I had a certain skill set, I would be interviewing with everyone. Even if somebody criticized me, I would still give them an interview. I believe that is one of the main issues with a lot of these fighters. When they hear someone critiquing them, they'll see that person and won't give that person an interview. Why not? You're a grown man. What is wrong with you having a conversation? If someone critiques you, have the conversation, refute their critique, and go on about your business. And if you feel like that their critique is wrong, prove the individual wrong. That's all you have to do is prove them wrong. I don't understand why these fighters get in their feelings so much, and they be like, well, I'm not going to interview you. You talked about me. Adrian Broner is the main person. I don't mess with you. I don't F with you. You said this about me. What? You said this about me. People are going to blog. People are going to critique. That's what they do. People talk about me. People talk about me. But I will talk to them man to man. I don't have an issue with it. Find me anyone that has ever said a word about me. Tell them, let's go live on Instagram. I'm going to go live every time. I don't run from smoke. I'm a grown man. I can't have you mean to tell me I can't have a conversation with someone? And especially, listen, all publicity is good publicity, whether it's good or bad. So if I'm a fighter, I'm staying in front of the camera. Look at Floyd Mayweather. He stays in front of the camera. He doesn't shy away from the camera. Will I be training Earl? I'm not sure. So from my understanding, he's fighting in April. So there's still opportunity and time for him to call me. I know he's been working with this white guy. I'm saying white because what he is, or whatever the man is. Earl's been working with him. He hasn't called his brother yet. So at the moment, there's still plenty of time for him to call me. So I have no idea. I don't know. But one thing I know, look at this. We ready. Yeah, we in shape. Yeah, 40 years old, we in shape, baby. You know what I'm talking about? Ready to put these 700 push-ups in, 800, 900, 1,000, because I'm a monster in real life. You hear me? So he might call me, might not. I don't know what the brother gonna do. I don't know what the brother gonna do. Almost look like me. True in that state of mindset, almost look like me. Hey, it's all good, brother. It's all good. Salute. Hey, listen, if you looking good, God bless you, my brother. Hey, for all y'all that rock with me, man, I'm giving y'all wrenches. I'm handing out wrenches, man. If I have not gave you a wrench and you're watching and you rock with Blu-ray and you team Blu-ray, let me know, man. Forgive me. If I haven't gave you a wrench yet, let me know. Say, wrench me up, Blu-ray. Salute from the... that boy in my city. That boy in my city. Hey, Trillionaire, I know you don't look like me. How old are you, Trillionaire? I'm 40. I'll be 41 in May 3rd. I'll be 41 years old. I know you don't look like me, boy. Quit playing with me. Hey, I don't know everybody. Listen, I don't know all y'all. $35. Say, man, boy, hey, when I was 30, man, come on, bro. When I was 35, boy, you listen, I'm still doing one-arm pull-ups, my boy. I'm still doing one-arm pull-ups, my boy. What you talking about? Talking about you look like me. Boy, stop playing. Hey, but appreciate all the love, man, for real. Who are your top 3 fighters right now? Who are my top fighters right now? My top 3 fighters. Of course, you know it's Errol Spence, right? Errol Spence. Top 3. Errol Spence. My top 3 fighters. I'm trying to think, man. I'm trying to think. Errol Spence. Who I really like? I got to give it to Errol Spence, my top 3. Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson, my top 3. Errol Spence, Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, my top 3. That's my top 3. Hold on, BFTB here? Hold on, I ain't know BFTB was in here. The only reason Canelo is not in my top 3 is because of he's been accused of being on steroids. I gotta be real. That's the only reason why. But Canelo would be in my top 3 if he hadn't been caught with steroids. Canelo would be in my top 3. I'm gonna be real. And the only reason Boots is not in my top 3, is because of the level of competition he's fought. But I believe that Boots is going to be unified at 147 after early 47. Facts. Hey, I'm going to be real with you. Let me be real. A lot of people saying Canelo done ducked a lot of fades, but at the end of the day, nobody in boxing has a better resume than Canelo. I gotta be real. We gotta call it. Listen, as much as we might not like Canelo, we gotta be real that Canelo has the best resume in boxing. And it's only two people that I want to see Canelo fight. That is Charlo and Demetrius Andrade. He fight those two. If he fight them two, it's nothing we can say. Because I'm going to be real with y'all. Just because you do PEDs does not mean that you're going to win a fight. Let me say it one more time. Just because you do steroids does not mean you're going to win a fight. Your chin can't do steroids. Your chin can't do steroids. Now, hold on. Canelo did fight Lara. He did fight Lara. And that fight could have went either way. Lara or Canelo. A lot of people said Canelo won. A lot of people said Lara won. He did fight Danny Jacobs. So those are two black fighters that he fought that are not trash. Right? So I want to see him fight Jamal Charlo and no, Danny wasn't on the downside, bro. Come on now, don't do that. And Demetrius Andrade. He fight them two, there's nothing we can say about him. Yeah, and he fought Austin Trout. Like, y'all, come on, man. He's fought more black fighters than he's ducked. Now, come on now. Y'all, come on now. Now, we don't have to like him, but we got to be transparent across the board. Let's not be biased now. Now, let me deal with this last subject. Jake Paul is not carrying. I know he need to fight. I believe he need to fight David Benavidez. That's a fact. Now, listen, let me say this last thing. Jake Paul is not carrying the sport of boxing. Jake Paul is not carrying the sport of boxing. For anybody that think that Jake Paul is carrying the sport of boxing, you got to be crazy. And I'm not saying nobody watching believes that. I'm just saying that he made that statement, and he hasn't fought no real boxers. And I believe that if he fights Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., I believe that he gonna lose. I don't think he can beat a pure boxer unless he continues to build his resume and build and fight quality people and keep getting better. But I know for sure he can't handle the top people at 175 or cruiserweight. Sheena needs a wrench, Blu-ray. Who is Sheena? Where's Sheena at? That boy say, hey, you can come get my ring, BFTB. When you go out, you can pull up on me. I got you. You can go wear it out. I know, hey, if you lose it, I know you can pay for it. Straight up. So, that man is not carrying the sport of boxing at all. Like I said, I believe that, oh, Shayna, okay. I believe that he just following Floyd Mayweather's blueprint. Hey, Sheena, did you get it? I hope I didn't mess up. Sheena, did you get it? He's just following Floyd Mayweather's blueprint, and he's showing fighters that you need to be more sociable and that doing interviews and already, and not only that, being more personable and getting a fan base is beneficial in boxing. That's how he's doing. And showing that if you have a fan base and a following, you don't have to have a promoter. If you can put butts in the seats and if you can pull a gate, you do not need a promoter. That's how you're doing. Hey, Sheena, did you get the wrench? Yeah, I think I messed up. I'm not sure if I gave her a wrench. I think I messed up when she commented. Okay, gotcha. So listen. Hey, listen. That's all I wanted to really talk about today. I talked about Frank Martin and Luis Ortiz. We talked about Frank Martin. We talked about Jake Paul. It is blasphemy to say that man is carrying the sport of boxing. It is blasphemy. All right? Quick, I understand, baby, but what I'm saying is that I believe he'll beat Jake Paul. I honestly believe that he has enough boxing skills to beat a YouTuber. Because Tyron Woodley was not the one. Sorry. Tyron Woodley, I don't even believe that Tommy Fury it has enough boxing skills to beat Jake Paul. I just don't believe it. Tommy Fury trash. I seen him on, I forgot who undercourt. He trash. I don't think that Charles Martin can beat Andy Ruiz. No, I don't believe that. I don't. Jake Paul versus Mayweather. Mayweather needs to stay away from him because Jake Paul has a puncher's chance, and Mayweather is, what, 44, 45 years old? Man, just chill. Chill. When Jake Paul fights a top 10 lightweight or cruiserweight, then we can put his name out there. Until then, yeah, Tommy Fury sucks. Yeah, I'm just sorry. He sucks. Let's just be honest. He's trash. Sorry. But listen, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon, do all those good things. I appreciate the love. I'll be back tomorrow with some more content. Hey, y'all go watch Black Fight Fan. Black Fight Fan them is on. Hey, I'm coming. This is not the graveyard, but we put people in the dirt. Gang, Blu-ray Fitness, the best strength and conditioning coach in the world. Hey, 11-0, 11 knockouts in the. Hey, y'all know what it is. Quit playing with me. Y'all see how I'm dripping? I'm gonna keep dripping. Yeah. Okay. BFTB, you like that, don't you?